Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of content, you guys. Today we are doing a setup for a birthday theme. They just wanted pink, so we did hot pink, light pink, rose gold. I will list the exact colors in the description box because of course they were double stuffed. And we are working with the gold frame. If you guys been on the channel for the last couple of weeks, the gold frame been running a pretty hot right now. This is about the third setup I did on the gold frame. This one is not mine, but this is from the vendor that I work with. But it's pretty much the same, similar to the one I used that I purchased for Amazon because it was easier to transport. Today design, I did kind of have it in my hair already because I'm running out of ideas for this gold frame. And I have one more this week, and this is the last one so far for now. It's stressing me out a little bit. It's really pushing the creativity, but I've been trying to do something different for each one and not the same design. So for this one, I will be going midway up the pole on the right side and then going all the way to the bottom, filling the bottom out to the left side, and then doing a little half piece at the top. The happy birthday sign I did hang myself. It wasn't mine, it was the vendor's, but I used 260 I want to say 20 pound, 260. No, sorry, not 260. 20 pound fishing line to hang the happy birthday sign. So right now I'm just taking in my clusters. I just added a cluster of 6 at top just to give it that extra pointy look that you guys know I love. I'm filling out my sides. I'm using quads and clusters of 6 balloons. And the one thing I did here, because you guys know I can be a little heavy-handed with the balloons, so right now I am attaching those 2 clusters of 6 balloons in the front, and then I'm going to start filling out the side as well. I end up extending the bottom out a little bit further than I actually wanted to, so you guys going to see in a second. I wanted to just have the side piece done going down to the bottom, and I end up going, I want to say like a little extra foot out. I end up adding more clusters by accident, on purpose kind of thing. I don't know, both. But right here, I'm adding in some quads, and I'm trying to see how that will look on top, but I don't think I will like it. I knew for sure this cluster that I have of 8 balloons was going to go at top, so I just plopped that in for now just to get it out the way. And I'm still trying to fill out that side piece. And I do this a lot, and I don't think I ever mentioned this. Sometimes I may just add the quad or cluster there and step back before attaching it to see if I like it. And then if I do semi-like it, because sometimes you can't really tell, then I'll just go ahead and add the quad or cluster there. And I'm adding some attachment points on the floor. You guys know I love to do my rig points on the floor. That way my balloons are not lifting up. I am using the clear gaff tape in this video. So for this setup, I will leave the link for that in from Amazon that I use. I need to make some kind of Amazon store because I do use quite a few things from there. But the thing is, I don't even use my own Amazon account. I use my sister, so I don't know how that works. But yeah, so I am going in, and I just added, I think I changed that quad to a cluster of 4. And I am now getting almost to the end point of making the pointiness. So this was supposed to be the goal right here. And this is me just adding some kind of extension to the top and really filling it out on the sides to make sure. And those ones, so when I add the ones on the side, I'm making sure not to have the quad just poking out. I kind of tuck it in the back so it kind of blends in, and to give it some thickness without making it too thick, if that makes sense. So when I put something on the side, I don't just leave it the full quad or cluster on the side of the balloon. I kind of push it some in the back, and you only see a little bit of it. That gives the illusion of, just having some kind of thickness to the garland without making it too bulky, if that makes sense, you guys. So here I am going back and forth on what I'm going to do, if I'm going to add in this quad. So I wanted to add in some more 16 inches there. So I'm going to take out a dupe of that 16-inch and 11-inch, and I'm actually going to make that bottom piece a cluster 8-inch right there, just because I wanted to add in another. The light pink was the only one I had in a 16-inch size, so I wanted to make another one of that. Oh no, I had that in the rose gold as well, but I wanted to put another 16-inch at the bottom and not have it all 11 inches, so that's what I did. And right here I am attaching a quad to the cluster of 6 balloons that I did there, and another quad in the front just to close it out a little bit. And I'm making a rig point of a H method. Sorry I didn't get an up close shot, but if you guys, the previous video, I'm not sure how the order I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to upload the other video first. So the previous video, I just uploaded the all chrome one. That one has an up close shot on the H method that I do on the floor. Sometimes I do the full H method. Sometimes I just do a few pieces of tape because I'm lazy, so sorry. And I'm just going through. So this was how it's supposed to look, just like this. I guess here and there it wasn't too bad once I filled it out a little bit, but I end up making it an extra foot coming out because right here you see I just changed that quad to a 6-inch. I mean to a cluster of 6 balloons because I added a dupe. And then I'm going to end up doing the same thing going across. You guys will see. So I'm adding in that quad right there to give it some thickness. And now looking at it, I can definitely say that it kind of looks thicker at the end, but then now in the front part it don't look as thick. It look a little thin. So I was adding in some quads, and I thought that was going to be it, me closing out the garlands, but that was not the case. I end up changing some of those quads, like that hot pink one that I did. I end up changing that one to a cluster of 6 balloons. So here I am adding in another quad, and I'm thinking like, okay, I'm kind of filling it out. That's going to be it. No, you guys will see. And now I'm just trying to do a little bit something at the top to close that out. And for the floral that was on the left side, that was made by the vendor. I had nothing to do with that. I did have my own floral that I used as well inside the garland. I will link that in the description box for what I used for that combo. So here I am. I added a cluster of 6 balloons right of that rose gold right next to that hot pink quad of 4. So then I end up taking 2 dupes of the light pink and the dark pink, and I end up changing those to clusters of 6. As you just seen, I did with the light pink there, and I did the same with the hot pink just now. And this is the floral I have that I use. These ones, which I end up doing later on and for different floral for another setup, but these ones I did kind of use rubber bands to put together, or 260s. I think I used 260 for those, and they was like baby breaths, hydrangea. Was it hydrangea? Excuse me guys, I suck with some of these florals. And then roses, pink roses, and I'm just plopping them in before I actually put in my 5-inch balloons. And again, I will link the links. I will leave the links for those in the description. So I ended up popping the balloons because, again, I didn't cover up the ends, which I did. Next time in the future, I just used some old 9-inch balloons that I probably would never use again. So I used those and put those at the end of my floral pieces that I end up making for another setup later on. So I don't have to run into this. I was just lazy, that's why I didn't do it last time. But now I'm adding in my 5 inches. My 5 inches are sized to around 3 or 3.5 inches. Same thing for my 11-inch balloons. They are sized to around 8 or 8.5 inches. I get questions about those all the time. I don't size them myself. I eyeball it. For the 5 inches, I use my legenda, so they all come out the same size. So those are actually sized. But for my 8 my 11-inch balloons, those are not size. I just eyeball it, and that's the size. But this is the full setup, you guys. As you see, it kind of flared out, which I actually do like it a little bit more now. And this is how everything turned out. Let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you in the next one. Bye.